Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. Hey, indeed. In fact, I was even thinking about my intro last night and laughing at how it's always, and welcome to this. And then, of course, I welcome you to this, and welcome to this. The daily Shelton, Washington weather report and plague rat report, of course, is turned into the plague rat report as well. But it's not exactly sunny, but it's not raining, and it didn't rain last night. I went walking, so I'll talk about that as well. So it's doing well. It was very muggy last night, very warm. Oy vey. But I went walkies late. And I'm glad I did. I walked all around town, so it was about an hour and some, not the 2 hours that it normally takes me to walk to Walmart. So I'm getting ready to start walking back to Walmart. I'm worried, so I tend not to. And of course, I mentioned that one bar that I walked past. If you're in Shelton, Washington, and you're watching this, it's that Bob's Chicken place on First Avenue. It's got an open area in the back that's got a fence, and it's got like Christmas lights up, and they have music that plays back there, and that part was packed, and the inside of the bar packed again. No social distancing, no masks, nothing. So yeah, Bob's Chicken to Go or whatever it is, they're never going to get any of my money. If I owned a business, I understand that you got your family to feed. But I don't know how well I could go on with the rest of my life knowing if there was an outbreak that it was my opening up that got people killed. So that's my view on it. But I went walkies, and it was nice, and that was a very good thing. I didn't bother going into any of the stores other than what the heck was I talking about? No, I didn't even go into Bob's. I had to walk right past it though, so I was holding my breath as I walked past the open front door. But I didn't bother going into Safeway because I didn't need anything. And that's a big fight. I don't need to buy things like Little Debbie snack cakes. And so I have to fight to not go into the store every once in a while. But it's like, I don't need this, I don't need that. There's no reason to go into a store. So I just walked around town, and that was good. Definitely a thumbs up. I have a couple things written down on my topics list. I'm going to start with something not altogether that bad, and then I'm going to try and come to this, and then I'm going to try and end with something not bad again. I watched this one channel called MXR Plays, and there's also a companion channel, MXR Mods. There's this young guy named Henry, and then he's got a girlfriend, Jeannie. And on his MXR Mods thing, he just goes for various mods for Skyrim. Now, they're generally of a pretty sexual nature, so he has to be very circumspect about that. But it's, they're hyper-sexualized companions and stuff like that. That's fine. You can do that. He skirts around the rules enough that he can do it on YouTube, and that's fine. But for he and his girlfriend, and they're young, they must be like early 20s. I'd be surprised if they were over 25, if they were even like 23. But as much and as silly and goofy as it is, I think I forgot to brush my beard this morning. As silly and as goofy as it is, because what they do is they just do a lot of these Reddit reaction things. They go through the Reddit subreddits and they laugh and they giggle and they do that. But the thing is, they are just absolutely adorable as a couple. It is amazing. They spend half their time interacting with each other, and as much as cutesy stuff is sometimes, too sugary, satiny, sweet, satiny? Is too sugary, saccharine, sweet. It's just, I sometimes just have to back up and rewatch a thing because they do something that's just so absolutely adorable. So, thumbs up on that, and I just wanted to mention. So that's cool. Very, very good thing. So if you enjoy those Reddit reading reactions, but you like watching them for people, look up MXR Plays, because Henry and Jeannie are both, they're pretty fun to watch. Definitely a thumbs up. They're not like one of those things that are just the text-to-speech things. Those suck so bad. I watch videos for personalities. I don't watch them just to hear some AI read off a list. Speaking as a really quick thing, AI and machine learning is amazing right now. I don't know who the other person is, but they did. But there was this one person, they trained machine language stuff to do a voice. So they had Ayn Rand and this other fellow reading the lyrics to that Aqua song, you know, Come On Barbie, Let's Go Party. And it sounded like Ayn Rand from all those old interviews from decades ago. Decades. It sounded almost exactly like her, just a little bit of electronic interference. Hokey smokes, it's amazing. We're entering a whole crazy world. And then I just want to really quick talk about this sort of thing. I've seen people asking in the comments about, you know, what help does rioting do? What help does burning things down do? How can that be helping anybody? The thing is, when you strip away every other avenue of speech and you leave only one way to be heard, don't be surprised when that other avenue is taken. Every single time. It's like the equivalent of one of those memes on Facebook and stuff where it says, you know, with a picture of like the riots, don't protest like that, protest peacefully. And then they show all of these peaceful protests that have been happening. You know, Colin Kaepernick on his knee. No, not like that. The big thing, the big firestorm that's still going on about taking a knee. Every single time that the black community tries to protest in some fashion, any fashion at all, they're shut down, stomped on. No, don't protest like that. When every avenue of speech is taken away except one, don't be surprised when the people's voices who have been taken away use that voice to speak. They have no other method. How can they protest peacefully? When these protesters for opening up the state took white people, took assault rifles into the state government building and were screaming in cops' faces, and they weren't even arrested, they were just tolerated. And at a peaceful protest for the murder of George Floyd, they used tear gas and rubber bullets indiscriminately. When every single avenue of speech is taken from you but one, you're going to speak, and you're going to use that method to speak. And when you say, as well, it's like, well, what about all these places that are burning down? Yes, you're going to have people out there that are like pissed and angry at it. But from what I have seen, for every one business that is angry that this has happened, there are 5 businesses out there that are saying, justice, burn it down. This is all just stuff. We will be fine. This is just stuff. We will get stuff back. These lost lives will never be back. Continue to protest. When every method of speech is taken away from you but one, you're going to speak. Which ties in as well. This thing irritates me too. And it's not exactly this, it's another thing, but it's also injustice. You see all these gamer types and men online that are complaining about the e-girls and thoughts and, you know, girls that go on Twitch and they show skin as they're doing stuff. Once again, if you take away methods to do things, if you strip away the dignity to a person's job, if you strip away the wages to a person's job, if you make it dangerous for a person to do a job, but you also pay for them to show skin, don't be surprised when they don't put up with this, but they do go this route. When you make it hard to do anything except this, then don't get pissed when people choose this. It's amazing. It's like, don't protest the people that are trying to live by showing skin. Protest the system that makes it so that it's easier for them to show skin to live than to do anything else. Now, I'm not saying that showing skin is bad. I am not a prude. I am not anything like that. And if you're not one of these people, you will have trouble understanding it. I am not one of these people, but I've worked hard at understanding outside of my head. And for some people, nudity is empowering. Showing skin, being absolutely just buck-ass naked, that's empowering. That gives them power and a feeling of worth. And as long as that's a positive feeling, then go for the gusto. As long as you're not hurting anybody else, there's no reason that you shouldn't be able to do whatever you want. So thumbs up on that. Because after all, it's back to the, your right to swing your fist ends where my nose begins. So, thumbs up for that. But that's why I am still been broken up about it, and I'm still fighting tears periodically, so yeah. And then, of course, I want to talk a little bit about, I was playing Doom Eternal last night not last night, yesterday for the channel and recording, and back of my neck itches. And they reintroduced the Pinky Demon. And in Doom, regular Doom, old 1993, 1994 Doom, pinkies are dangerous and frightening, but if you have anything like a chainsaw or all of that, you can just take them apart, no problems. They're easy. They're generally just something that you kill before they get close to you. They're terrifying, freaking terrifying in the game. I was freaked out through most of this one intense battle in my first episode. There were two pinkies, and I was running scared the entire time. The sound the sound they make is absolutely horrifying. It's terrifying. And with the sound mixing they had, it sounded like no matter where I was or what I was doing, it was right behind me and coming up fast. And your body, your brain, has to interpret what it sees and what it hears as real, because your ancestors that didn't got murdered, killed by anything. They had to take what they saw as real. So right now, when I hear that horrifying noise, because it's terrifying, it sounds like whatever's going to catch you, you will die painfully. And it's right behind you. I was panicking during that fight because of that sound. I was constantly running. Those few times that I could actually slow down to relax, it was like, okay, it's not actually here. I have a moment. It sounds like it's going to just bite me in half at any moment, but I've got a time to relax. And then it would start all up again, and oh my God. I mean, there was just an intense, visceral reaction to that. I knew that I was going to die at any moment because it was going to just slaughter me. Hokey smokes. So that was intense. And I'm glad that I can laugh, and I'm both not glad that I can laugh, because that's a position of privilege. Because if you're like me, yeah, I can feel bad and horrific about this, but I have the privilege, where I can go, oh my gosh, this is just too depressing. I need to think about something else. And I can, because the odds of my being murdered for the color of my skin are minuscule. So on the one hand, for my self-worth and my mental stuff, yeah, I'm glad I can step away. But on the other hand, it is a horrible, horrible thing that there is that privilege where I can just go, gosh, it is horrible that people are being murdered for the color of their skin daily all the way through the country I live in. But for right now, I just don't want to think about it. And with my privilege, I can push it out of my head. And that both makes me happy because of self-help and just makes me sick because that shouldn't happen. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward. Thank everybody for having left a comment. Well, thumbs up. Answer as many as I can, but for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. And even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, just the way I'm torn up, everything, my memory sucks even worse than normal right now, so my apologies. I can't remember if I said the rest of it. Did I say if I mispronounced the username and stuff? Because once again, my memory. But we have Loa 007, who is not too special, but it's at least their comment and their opinion. Jake Pizzini, thank you very much. Monkey Fist Gaming, greatly appreciated. DV Hektorzk? DV HEKTORZK. That one's hard to pronounce, but thank you very much. Maleton, thumbs up and thank you. We have Matthew Weatherman. Thumbs up and thank you very, very much. I'm going to have to check that out. And we have Dap Goose, thumbs up, and Hayden05 Core, greatly appreciated. We have Ace Hardy, thumbs up and thank you. Ice Damon, oh it sure is. And Zombie Wolf, greatly appreciated. We have Kathy Kitscat, good to see you in the comments. Definitely a good thing. And Candle Pit, thumbs up and thank you. Romina Santos, I don't actually know what your comment is right now. I'm going to have to use Google Translate, but thank you, no matter what. We have Tati A, thank you very much. And Lonnie Gomez, greatly apprecited. As Twos, thumbs up and thank you. We have James Pruitt, thumbs up. Shax, SHAXX, thumbs up and thank you. We have Russian Timing, greatly appreciated. And we're scrolling down. Morphe, with 2 eyes at the end, thumbs up and thank you. Nikki Mays, greatly appreciated. We have Estrano Consta, STRANHOKONSTA. Thumbs up and thank you very much. We have Confused Owl, happy birthday, definitely. And last but not least, Philatron128. Thumbs up and thank you so very, very much. Each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Definitely a thumbs up, a very, very good thing. If you could, check out my various links down below. I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you would like to help me out in some fashion, I also have a PayPal link down below. That would be very cool. And if you also wanted to check it out, I have an Amazon wish list link down below as well. Well, things like hamster food, cat food, hamster bedding, silly things, not silly things. Thank you all so much to absolutely everybody who has helped out. That is very, very cool. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definite thumbs up. And of course, if you could if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell, That would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now, entertained from now to literal end of time. I like being able to do that. I couldn't a couple years back because so much pain in my hands. I mean, they hurt now terribly, but at least it's under control. Thumbs up for that. So I have this video here. Later on today, I'm going to have the second episode of Doom Eternal. Definitely a thumbs up for that. Hopefully I'll get my game channel video finally done. Thumbs up for that as well. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And that is a very good thing. A definite thumbs up. So, do what you can. Practice self-care. And just remember, it may be harsh, but when the voiceless use their voice,